Namaste to all. Many times I get this question in my YouTube channel that you say that Vedas prohibit idol worship and you say that we should not do idol worship, etc. Then why you are keeping your Acharya's photograph? Like, if you see behind in the wall, my Acharya's, I don't know if you are able to see in the camera, but then my Acharya's photo is here. And if you see in my other, rooms, like in the hall, in the bedroom, near the kitchen, in the entrance, everywhere I have kept my Acharya's photograph. And if you come to my home, you will not find a temple with many idols, etc. Of course, I have kept my Acharya's photo everywhere, and also his Acharya's photo wherever there is possibility. So, is it not against Vedic Dharma? You are propagating that we should not do idol worship, but you are keeping photograph of your Acharya. Similarly, I am keeping photograph of any other, Rama or Krishna or Durga, Ambika, etc. I am keeping and I am worshipping. What is your problem? I have never prohibited to keep any photograph in your house. That is not my intention. But we must understand the importance of yogi in the life. My Acharya is a Samadhist yogi and I know he is a Samadhist yogi and I am keeping his photograph. Similarly, I have kept a photograph of Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati in my mobile. I have kept a photograph of Sri Krishna Maharaj in my mobile. Of course, I have not seen Sri Krishna. How does he look? But based on some assumptions, he was black in color. So, based on some assumptions, people have drawn Sri Krishna. So I have kept a photo of Sri Krishna in my mobile, but I don't do Archana, Abhisheka, Aradhana to the photo. Doing Archana, Abhisheka, Aradhana to the photo is idol worship, but that is not needed. Why photo is important, we must understand from Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra does not say that keep photo of the yogi, but Yoga Sutra gives a very, very important connect between keeping a photograph and your daily life and sadhana. Yoga Sutra 1/37 says, Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam. Very small sutra, see, Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam, 4 words only. But here Patanjali Muni is giving a very, very important knowledge. He says Vitaraga. Rag means, I have made several videos on Rag and Dvesh, Avidya, Smita, Rag, Dvesh, Abhinivesh, Panchaklesha. Rag and Dvesh are called as Dosha in Nyaya Darshana. And Raga Desha is most important reason for us to take birth and death again and again. So here Patanjali Muni says Vitaraga. Vitaraga means one who has destroyed Raga. Or Vitaraga, another word for Vitaraga which is known to all of you is Vairagya. Vairagya. Vai means to separate out. Rag means Rag. To separate from Raga is Vairagya. Similarly, Vitaraga means one who is separated from Rag. A person who does not have any rag, any dvesh, any dosh in his life is called as Vitaraga Purush. So here Patanjali Muni says Vitaraga Vishayam. Patanjali Muni is giving a very, very simple sadhana step. He is saying that you can make your chittam, you can make your mind and intellect and chit ekagra by doing this very simple sadhana. What is that? Vitaraga Vishayam. When you have the object of your meditation is Vitaraga Purush. If you know any Purush in your life, any Mahapurush in your life, and if you keep your mind and intellect on that Mahapurush, then your mind and intellect will also become like him or her. Like, you can keep a photograph of Madalsa if you know, photograph of Katyayani, photograph of Mata Sita, photograph of other great, tapasvinis. Who were great tapasvinis who achieved, like Ahalya Mata. She was a great yogini, tapasvini. These people were Samadhist Purusha, their chittam, their mind and intellect was established in Almighty God, or my Acharya, who is alive now in Kali Yuga, in this stage. He is a Mahapurush, he has attained Samadhi, his mind and intellect is firmly established in Almighty God. Patanjali Muni says, if you know such a Mahapurush, and if you keep your mind and intellect in that Mahapurush, your mind and intellect will also become Ekagra. And Ekagra is a most important stage in the sadhana. When you have Ekagrata, you will attain moksha soon. And without attaining Ekagrata, you cannot understand any knowledge in your life. You cannot overcome your sensual pleasures. You cannot overcome anything in your life. You cannot overcome the obstacles in the life for sadhana. So here Patanjali Muni says, so linking to the photograph, see, when you keep the photograph in your home or in your mobile phone as a poster, etc., you have a genuine opportunity to see the photo, and to also just seeing the photo is not okay, but understanding his sadhana. When you know your Acharya very well, or many of you, even my Acharya is not your Acharya, you know my Acharya's tapasya. I have made several videos, and you have seen many of my Acharya's videos in my channel and in his YouTube channel. When you understand that there is a Mahapurush who has controlled his senses, there is a Mahapurush who has attained Samadhi, and when you keep your mind and intellect in that Mahapurusha, by analyzing his tapasya, by understanding his character, and when you keep your mind firm on that, such a yogi, Patanjali Muni says, your chit will become ekagra one day. So try to always remember Yogeshwar. So in the morning, before meditating on Almighty God, in the morning, early in the morning, remember your Acharya, remember his tapasya, remember his work, what he has done in his life to achieve the unachievable, remember his his patience, remember his courage. If you remember your Acharya, if you know your Acharya's nature, and if you know if your Acharya's tapasya, if you remember it every day, it will inspire you to go towards moksha. That is the secret of this sutra, and that is why many of my Acharya's disciples, they keep the photograph of the Acharya. But merely seeing the photograph, color of the vastra, and then okay, he is having tejas in the body, just seeing the physical thing is not enough. But you must understand, when you see the Acharya, you must remember his tapasya. Then it will lead, slowly it will pull you towards the path of sadhana. And this is a very, very important step to control our mind and intellect. So that's why the easiest way is to always keep your mind and intellect in Acharya. You cannot, and we cannot easily keep our mind and intellect in Paramatma, because although Paramatma is also Vitaraga, Paramatma does not have any rag in him. But Paramatma is beyond comprehension for us. We do not understand Paramatma so easily. So we can understand Acharya, but so by remembering the Acharya, we can get inspiration to do more sadhana. And when you do more sadhana, when you remember Om, or before remembering Om, when you remember your Acharya, it will help you in remembering Om, remembering Almighty God. So that is why this sutra is important. And here, to understand the sutra, we must understand Rag. Rag in simple is to have pleasure again and again. For example, I eat Rasagulla, I like it so much, I eat the second one. Sometimes I eat 3 to 4 because I have rag in that. A smoker cannot leave the smoking because of rag. A drinker cannot leave alcohol because of rag. Similarly, we have rag or attachment towards our family, our daughter, son, wife, mother, father, property, bank balance, my position, my power, my title. Somebody is a Rajneta. He cannot imagine his life like, not insulting anyone. Suppose somebody is a prime minister of the country. He has been a prime minister for 10 years, 15 years. He cannot imagine his life losing that position. He will become depressed because he has a rag towards that position. So Vita Raga means a person who does not have attachment towards anything in the life, but he is absolutely hand in hand with everybody. He looks like very normal person, but he does not have any attachment, any expectation of pleasure from anybody. That Purush is called as Vitarag Purush. And when you have such a Purush in your life, when you know somebody, like when you go to Arya Samaj, you can find Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati's photograph. When you see the photo of Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, just holding hands and then doing pranam is not enough. Understand Maharishi's tapasya. Understand how come somebody can write a book like Satyartha Prakash. How can somebody can write a book like Rigveda Adi Bhashya Bhumika. How can somebody do commentary on Yajurveda like this. So when you understand his tapasya, when you understand his brahmacharya, then you really you are understanding Vitaraga Purush. And then your chit also will be pulled towards sadhana. Like when you are totally attached with your acharya, you will also try to go towards your acharya's path. And that is the reason for this sutra also, what Patanjali says. And my acharya has written, see, Vitaraga is nothing but Vairagya. And my acharya has written, Yask Muni in his Grantha, Yask Muni says, Avang Mukaha Pidayamano Jantushchaiva Saman with. See, in the mother's womb, the child is crying. The child is crying to Almighty God, Avang Mukha, I'm inside my mother's womb and I'm upside down and there is extreme heat inside the mother's womb and I'm unable to tolerate this atmosphere here. Pida, I'm in the Pida, I'm in pain. Almighty God, please remove me from here. And Yaskamuni says, the Jivatma prays to Almighty God, Sankhya Yogam. When you remove me from here, when you will give me birth, I will do Sankhya Yoga. I will attain Vairagya. I will be detached from this world, and I will strive my best not to be, hung upside down again. Then what happens? Sambyasya purusham va panchavinshakam. I will come and know the panchavinshakam. Panchavinshakam means, if you remember my previous video which I made like 1 month back about the universe creation, where Sankhya Darshana Kapil Muni says about Panchavinshatir Ganaha, 25 counting he does. Prakriti, Mehat, Ahankarat, Panchatanmatrani, Ubaya Indriyani, Stula Bhutani. This is 24 and then 25th is Purusha. So Purusha means Chetan Tattva. Purusha means both Jivatma and Paramatma. So Jivatma in the mother's womb is praying to Almighty God, remove me from here. I will come and know all these 25 things. I will know this universe as Jad, and I will know the Chetan, Jivatma and Paramatma also. So I am promising you, Almighty God, please remove me from here. But what happens? Almighty God gives us birth. The moment we come into the birth, take birth, the child takes birth, he gets attached to everything possible. He gets attached to his parents, attached to his, he grows up and then attached, have boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, daughter, son, property, this, fully attached. He is lost, he does not do any Sankhya Yoga. So here my Acharya says, Vitaraga, first of all understand what is Rag, and understand how do you overcome Rag. You can overcome Rag only when you follow a person who has overcome Rag. Otherwise you cannot do it. If you do not have an example, how can you overcome Rag? That's why keeping a photo of Acharya is nothing bad. But seeing the photo of Acharya, remember his tapasya. Remember he is a Vitaraga Purusha. Then your mind will become Ekagra. And my Acharya has quoted a beautiful Yajurveda mantra 12/79. And 12/79, the mantra has a word called Ashwatte. You remember my video, I don't know if you have seen. If you have not seen, please see that video. It's in the playlist Bhagavad Gita, where Sri Krishna calls Ashwatta word. That this body is like a people tree. But Ashwatta does not actually mean people tree. My Acharya has explained in Gita Shloka. Ashwatta means, in Sanskrit, Ashwatta means, Maharishi writes, Swaha stata na stata va bhartate tadrishe dehe. Ashwatta means that which can exist tomorrow or which cannot exist tomorrow. It will die one day. It's totally impermanent. Why? Which one is that? Our dehe. So Almighty God says, your body is so impermanent, and He gives an example. Vaha nishadanam parne. It's like a example of a lotus flower. A lotus flower lives in the water, but water cannot stick to it. It cannot wet the lotus flower. It is completely detached. So Almighty God says, your body cannot exist tomorrow. Why are you so much attached with your body and relation with the bodies? Remove the attachment. And God says in this mantra, Go Baja. Go means in this world, Baja Baja means enjoy everything what is available with you, but with the sense of detachment. Tena Tyaktena Bunjita. Similar knowledge is given. And then try to keep your Sanavata Oshadi Danena Sevadvam, by eating various types of Oshadi, herbs and medicines, etc. Try to keep your body fit. Don't become rogi. When your body is fit, you can do sadhana. And when you do sadhana, you understand that tomorrow I will not exist. If tomorrow I am not existing, why should I get into attachment? And the best example is Vitaraga Purush. The best example in front of your eyes is your Acharya. If you do not have an Acharya, try to go and search an Acharya. If you do not have an Acharya, try to read the life stories of Mahapurushas. They are all Vitaraga Purush. And when you remember, many people ask me, can I keep your Acharya's photo? Can I keep Sri Krishna's photo? Yeah, you can keep. But you are keeping Sri Krishna photo for doing agarbatti, udbatti, abhisheka, aradhana. That is against Vedas. But if you keep Sri Krishna's photo, and then you remember every day morning Sri Krishna wakes up at 12 a.m. in the midnight. So let me also wake up at 12 a.m. and do tapasya. Sri Krishna did every day Agnihotra, let me also do Agnihotra. Sri Krishna is a Samadhist yogi, let me also do Samadhi. If you remember this character, then keep Sri Krishna's photo, no problem. That is what the sutra says. Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam. Then your chit also will become Vitarag. By adopting, by keeping your mind firmly on the Acharya, at one point of time you will also become like that chit, that Mahapurush. Your chit will become Ekagra. Then next stage is Samadhi, which is like a big journey. But at least you have to, this is a major point in life where we become Ekagra chit. So this is the secret of this darshana, this sutra 1 by 37. So nothing wrong in keeping idols of great Maharishis. But only thing is, like, many people kept the Shivji Maharaj photo, but they start worshipping it as Almighty God. No, Shivji was a tapasvi. You also do tapasya. When you see Shivji's photograph, remember that he was a Ved Vidwan. He was a Vairagyavan. You also develop those quality in your life. Then it's okay. Then it is nothing wrong against Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.